In exercise 10.5, question number 1, in the given figure, A, B and C, there are 3 points on a circle with center O such that angle BOC is 30 degree and angle AOB is 60 degree. If D is a point on the circle other than arc ABC, find angle ADC. So this angle is what you have to find out. Now angle BOC is 30, angle AOB is 60. So this angle AOC will be 60 plus 30, that is 90 degree. Now we have already studied the theorem, angle subtended by arc at the center is double the angle subtended by it at any other point. So AOC is the angle subtended by arc AC at the center. This is 90. So the angle subtended by the same arc AC at any other point on the circle will be half of angle AOC. That is half of 90, that is 45 degree.
A chord of a circle is equal to the radius of the circle. Find the angle subtended by the chord at a point on the minor arc and also at a point on the major arc. So first you will draw the figure like this. Chord, suppose I am assuming AB is the chord and AO and OB, they are the radii. Now what can you say about this triangle AOB? Already we know that AO and OB are equal because they are radii of the circle. So they are equal. And it is already given that AB, this chord is also equal to the radius. So which means in this particular triangle AOB, all three sides are equal. AO, OB and AB, all three are equal. So this is forming an equilateral triangle. Now for an equilateral triangle, you know that all the angles will be 60 degree. So all these angles, angle O, angle A and angle B, they will be 60-60 each. So this chord AB, now it subtends on the minor arc angle ADB. That is, in the minor arc you will take any point and you will join A and B to that point. So the angle that is formed, that is the angle subtended by this chord AB on the minor arc. Then take any point on the major arc. So I have taken the point C and joined it to A and B. So ACB is formed on the major arc, ADB is formed on the minor arc. So you have to find out both these angles. So after proving that angle AOB is 60 degree, I can say that angle subtended by this chord AB at the center is double of the angle subtended by it at any other point on the circle. Now ACB will be half of 60, that is ACB will be 30. Also I know that ADBC, this is forming a cyclic quadrilateral because all the vertices are touching the circumference of the circle. So in ACBD, since it is a cyclic quadrilateral, I can also use the property of cyclic quadrilateral that opposite angles are supplementary. So once I get this angle C is half of angle O, that is 30 degree. So angle D should be 150 degree because 30 plus 150 will only form 180. So those are the angles, that is 30 degree and 150 degree, which this chord subtends on the major arc and minor arc. In the given figure, PQR is already given as 100 degree. P, Q and R are the points on a circle with center O. You have to find OPR. So this angle OPR, this is the angle that you have to find out. So since the angle which is subtended by an arc at the center is double of the angle subtended by any other point, therefore we can say that this angle reflex angle POR, this is double of PQR. PQR is the angle subtended by this arc at any other point. So which means POR, the reflex angle POR should be 200 degree because this is 100. So double of that reflex angle POR should be 200. So this angle POR, which is lying on this side, this must be 360 minus 200 because totally the reflex angle POR plus angle POR on this side, they are forming 360 degree. So this angle POR will be 160. If you consider triangle POR, okay, PO and OR, they are radii of the circle. So this triangle POR will be isosceles triangle. So if it is isosceles triangle, these two angles will be equal. This angle OPR and this angle ORP. These two angles will be equal because they are angles opposite to equal sides. The next step will be to apply angle sum property in triangle POR. Now when you apply angle sum property, this angle POR plus OPR plus ORP, sum of all these is 180. But we know that these two angles are equal. So I can say double of OPR is equal to 180 minus 160 because this angle POR we have already calculated as 160. So which means the sum of the other two angles should be 20 degree. So one of the angles should be 10 degree. So angle ABC in the figure it is given as 69 degree. Angle ACB is given as 31 degree. You have to find angle BDC. Now if you consider this triangle BAC, okay, in triangle BAC, both the angles of the triangle are given to you. Angle B is 69 and angle C is 31. So using the angle sum property, you can find out angle A, that is angle BAC you can find out. 180 minus 69 minus 31. So you will get it as 80 degree. Now angle BAC and angle BDC, they are the angles in the same segment of the circle. So therefore they must be equal. So angle BDC is also 80 degree. In the figure, A, B, C and D, there are 4 points on the circle. AC and BD, they intersect at point E such that this angle BEC is equal to 130 degree. Angle ECD is 20 degree. This angle is 20 degree. You have to find angle BAC. Now here we are going to make use of the exterior angle property and find out this particular angle. If you consider this triangle EDC, consider this triangle EDC. Now here this angle is 20 degree. Sum of this angle, angle C plus angle D is equal to exterior angle E. Okay, so for this triangle EDC, this angle 130 degree is the exterior angle and corresponding to this exterior angle, you have got two interior opposite angles, angle D and angle C. So sum of these two, C plus D should give you exterior angle E. So using that you can find out angle D. So angle CDE will be 130 minus 20, that is 110 degree. So BAC and BDC, they both are angles in the same segment, so they should be equal. So BAC also should be 110 degree. So it is given that ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral and these two angles are already given to you as 70 and 30. So first part is to find angle BCD, that is this angle. Now if you consider this particular chord BC, so this BC is subtending an angle CAB at this point and on the same side it is subtending angle BDC. So therefore BAC and BDC, they both should be equal to each other. The angles in the same segment. So angle D, this angle is also 30 degree. That is angle BDC is also 30 degree. This is 70. So their sum is 100. So this BCD should be 80 degree because you can use angle sum property and you can find out this angle. So that is the first part. Now further it is given that for the second part it is given that AB and BC are equal. Then you have to find this angle ECD. If AB and BC are equal, then triangle ABC will become an isosceles triangle. So this angle BCE will be also 30 degree because angles opposite to equal sides are equal. So this is also 30. Now total angle DCB was 80. This much is 30. So the remaining part, that is DCE, must be 50 degree.